In Scarlet Town, where I was born, there was a fair maid dwelling, made many a youth cry well a day, and her name was Barbary Allen.
Barbara Allen is a song, as you just heard Pete Seeger singing, about a young woman, a beautiful young woman, and a young man, William, is dying for love of her. And he's laying on his bed, turning his face to the wall for love of Barbara Allen. But she won't come to him because he once slighted her. He toasted to everyone at a party and he did not toast to her. So she will not come to him. And he dies. And then she realizes that that was really a mistake. Oops. And so her heart is then broken. And she, at the end, dies, and they're both buried, and then a rose bush grows up, and the two vines from the two roses twine together. So it has sort of a happy ending, I guess. And Robert Beaser wanted something kind of coming out of nowhere that would express the sadness and regret and the sighing and the love of this beautiful song. So he has the guitar, he says plain song, which is really like, you can go and listen to some, like chant, because it's an old song from the British Isles, and just a very non-vibrato kind of plain song, semplice, as he says to the guitar, but mezzo forte so that it's not timid. It should be telling a story from the very beginning of the song. And then when the flute enters, it should move slightly ahead, but not ever operatic. It's as if the guitar said something and somebody else sitting on the porch saying, yeah, that's right. That's the story. That's what happened to her. Barbara Allen. She didn't go to see him. You know, that's sort of a storytelling thing. So that when it's each one of those bottom, every time there's an accent like that, it's a really traditional Irish, Scottish kind of folk ornament. And then the where it says liberamente and it has these little sighs. Let me show you the fingering that I devised, but every flute is different. Because he wanted quarter tones. He wants her to be going like that. And then for the deep, just take your finger a little bit off this key if it's open. In other words, it's not an effect, it's a sigh. It should sound like, that. So that you can change then to go, sighing. I'm trying to think when the next one comes in. Oh. And the next part of the song is a little bit more from the heart. So. And I remember Beaser saying, "Hi-da-dum, ha-dee-da-da-dum," like that. Ha-da-da-da. That's very important, not just, but really storytelling. I wish I'd gone. I wish love would work out like we want it to, but it never does, or sometimes it does. It doesn't always. You know, that kind of longing. And then finishing it up, and that's the story of Barbara Allen. And Barbara Allen, if you can think of that word when you're playing that last little 2 notes. And then the guitar does the same thing, with the most beautiful tamburo stroke and then the high harmonic chord, which is kind of, Beaser uses it throughout the piece as kind of a fateful sound. I can't remember who we're going to hear. This is a beautiful rendition of Barbara Allen. There are so many different ones, different kinds. But you're going to be listening to Emmylou Harris singing this.
Was in the merry month of May, when all gay flowers were blooming, sweet William his deathbed lay, for the love of Barbara